I have 6 kids. We live on welfare and we're trying for baby number 7. I decided I wanted to try for baby number 7. Well, because we're on welfare. So you don't actually have to work until the baby turns 7, and our youngest is turning 2. So I decided it's time to try for another baby. So that way we don't actually have to get off welfare. And I'm so fertile that I'm sure it'll work. Probably never have to have a job the rest of my life. So we're going to go ahead and take this pregnancy test. I'm ADPO, but I have had pregnancy tests come up positive in the past at ADPO. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have 3 boys. Even numbers really aren't my thing. And I want to try for a girl. That's another reason we're doing this. My husband wasn't really so sure, but then I told him how we don't actually have to work until the baby turns 7, blah, and how we can stay home longer with the kids and not actually have to work or buy anything for the babies. So he's on board now. It took me a second to convince him, but I've got this flipped over so that way I'm not cheating and I can wait. I've never really had to try to get pregnant with any of my kids, so I'm guessing that this time it'll be the same. And I would just be so excited. I really love having babies. That's why I have 6 already. And like I said, I'm only ADPO, so if this comes up negative, I will be back to test tomorrow. I never really get positives in the morning. They're usually at night. So it might be tomorrow night, but I might test in the morning. I don't know. Sometimes I get positives in the morning, but it doesn't really get darker till night. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to judge us for wanting to have baby number 7. It's just easier to stay at home and not have to have a job. So why wouldn't we? It's worked this far. We have 6 so far. I'll let you know when it's done. It's been 3 minutes. I'm going to show you first.
Man, I pray to God this fucking lady ain't pregnant. This is straight foolishness. Why would you put this on the internet? The government should find this and penalize her, stop all benefits, because what are you doing? Do you know that these are tax-paying dollars that you're using? And they say that the black people is welfare queens and kings. I'm not trying to go race with this, but what is this? White people, can you comment? Do y'all claim her? Because this is a mess. But let's see. I hope the damn lady ain't pregnant.
And like I said, don't worry, because if it's negative, I'm going to try again tomorrow. I'm super fertile. I'm sure this month is the month, but if not, I'll just try again next month. Anyways, here you go. It's negative. But that doesn't mean anything. I'm going to test again tomorrow. So follow along for my little journey. Love you, bye.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like a big reason why people in poverty have kid after kid that they cannot provide for financially is because it is the only thing that they will accomplish in their adult life. That might sound a little harsh, but hear me out. If you are not well off financially, then you probably will never achieve home ownership. You probably won't be able to travel. You'll never advance in your career. So all of those milestones that people want to hit before having kids are out of the picture. They're off the table. They're not an option. So what's the next thing you can do to make yourself feel like you are taking a forward step in your life? Is having a baby. And for me, before I got married, I was dead broke. I worked a minimum wage job. I had no money. So when I got married, I thought that I had wanted to start having babies right away because that was the next step in life, right? It wasn't until I started making more money and I had started to advance in my career that other options became available. So now where I'm at is I want to travel. I even see myself possibly purchasing a home before I have a kid. So all of those things play a factor, and I don't know, it might be an unpopular opinion, might be a hot take, but I don't think that that's talked about often enough.
I do believe it's irresponsible as the fuck to be broke as fuck and to bring children into this world. I do think that is one of the major causes of poverty. I think it's very selfish. I think it's very mindless, and I think we need to move better. You are broke as fuck. You can't even afford to feed yourself. You are worried about having kids. Your mental health is in the motherfucking shitter. You're worried about having kids? And I see this on a first-hand basis. I had a patient who was in a fucking group home who dealt with major social disparities and was worried about picking up prenatals so she could conceive. I prayed so hard against her conception. I did.
Now, those are some good videos. And you see how the difference in people in the way that they think. I agree with the last lady more than ever. We need to be more cautious. If I was to tell my younger self today And don't have no goddamn kids. I just told my doctor the other day, she 20-something, probably late 20s. She a doctor, and she pregnant. And she was like, I wish I would have had them earlier. I'm like, nah, Miss Lady, you did it right. The best thing is to get your career under control, find yourself and see what you want to do. And then if you want to, have some kids. And I'm only saying this because I have had kids since the age of 18. And I felt like that shit fucked my life up. And I love my babies, but the only reason why I say that is because I didn't really know how to be a dad. And a lot of times you gotta practice this shit. You gotta care. You gotta put effort into it. And not saying I was ever a deadbeat dad, but it's like I'm just now starting my career at the age of 30 when I'm working next to these other people, and they then started their career. They doing well at 100,000 apart, even more than 100,000 at 24 years old, no kids. And I just be so happy for them because I'm like, you are winning. You don't know how much you are winning just because you made the decision to put first. A lot of people put so much into their kids, and then when their kids turn around and be whoever they gonna be, the parents be mad. And honestly, we can't be mad because we the one who brought them in this life. Is it unfortunate? Yeah, it suck. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we made a decision to lay down, have kids, and bring them in his life, which is so unfair when we really don't even know ourselves. So give your mom and your pops a little grace, man, but make sure that you're on top of your responsibilities, because having a kid, this shit ain't easy, and anything that they taught you in school is true. It's gonna slow up your life. Don't do it. But it's your boy Schoolie. Told me to get my friend. I'm out. Let's go.